Our guest tonight is a very talented filmmaker whose newest project is entitled It's a Bash. Please welcome back to our show our good friend David Bettencourt. Dave, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
The crowd loves you. I'm great. More importantly, how are you, sir?
Oh, we're going to shake hands again?
That's
Is that
enough.
What that was?
It's enough.
I didn't know.
Once is enough.
That's like a social awkwardness there.
Didn't you read the guest handbook? One handshake per visit.
Well, I thought maybe we were crisscrossing. I don't know. That was a jive thing.
How have things been?
Things have been really well.
Awesome.
Yeah, I am doing very well, and I'm excited to start my promotional tour for my new film right here on Wicked Late.
Whenever you have a new film, you always start the promotional blitz right here
That's
on
right.
our set. The road to
Blitzkrieg. It's like
the road to success.
Yes.
Regarding movies in this state
begins with
in
you.
that seat. Thank you very much for lying to me. Now, David, let's the rundown here of films.
Yes.
First, it was
2007.
You Must Be This Tall, which
Yes.
was the story of Tom Cruise.
Yes, exactly.
Right, of course, the Rocky Point movie, which
bet.
was a huge success.
Thank you.
You were here for that, and still reeling from the success of that film. I'm sure people still talking about it.
Good.
I'm still talking.
Tell them to buy DVDs then.
All right, where can people learn more about that film?
They can learn more about Rocky Point and the movie, RockyPointMovie.com.
Okay, and then the next film was On
2009,
the Lake.
On the Lake, yes.
Sandra Bullock, Keanu Reeves?
Yes, it was a tuberculosis film, though. I gave them both horrible diseases.
Right, and OnTheLakeMovie.com, is that still up and running?
OnTheLakeMovie.com, yeah. And that film is actually going to be on PBS stations across the country soon for World Tuberculosis Day, which is in March. It's in like a week or so. That's gross.
Very, very good. Well, we're taping here in
Cover that can.
Today? Yeah. So this leads us to the newest film, and tell us all about what you're here promoting today.
I will. All right. It's a Bash is a look at this rock and roll phenomenon that was Neutral Nation, a local punk band that hailed from Attleboro, Mass. That tore up the clubs of Providence, Rhode Island, and helped build the Providence rock scene through the 80s and 90s. They broke up in '93, only to resurface over and over and over and over again, and they still play today.
Now, you were telling me before we went on here
Yes.
that after they broke up, they actually became even more popular than they were during their days
That's right.
together.
Yeah, they played. So effectively, I would say that they've played, rock and roll in Providence from 1983 to 2010, which is a long
time. Now, this Neutral
yes.
Nation, the band here, didn't they record the Rocky Point theme, like a special version for you?
Right, they're in You Must Be This Tall, and that's kind of where I got to not meet them, but get to know them a little better.
Right, and then did that, from that, did that precipitate the idea of, oh, hey, maybe there's a documentary in these guys that I should produce?
Oh, absolutely. It's a real look at what it's like to be in a band. We all want to pick up a guitar and start the next Guns N' Roses.
Absolutely.
And but not everyone can do it. And I think people are intrigued by local bands and what it's like to be in a band.
Now, when you approached the guys in the band about this movie, were they receptive? Was this something that they were interested in pursuing with you?
Oh yeah, they were greatly interested.
Sure.
So you have to have that help. You have the willingness to be in the film. It'd be very difficult to do a movie without.
Now, certainly when you were producing the Rocky Point film, there was a lot of great word of mouth about that. People in this state were very, very excited. Yes. What's the reception been thus far for this film in terms of people talking?
Well, that's why I'm starting here on Wicked Late. We got to get the people talking. Our premiere is April 30th at Lupo's. The band's going to play. A couple other bands are going to play, including a local band called Hope Anchor. The Nation will take the stage. All after you get to watch the advanced screening premiere of It's a Bash.
And now, as of this taping date of our show here today, are you still in the tweaking stages of the project, still kind of figuring things out in the editing room?
Remember me, I work right until the deadline.
That's right.
So, plus,
we might need you to stick around to help us post-edit this show.
Hey, no worries. I'm really good at color grading.
Is that tough for you? I think, we've talked about this before, but in terms of, from the director's standpoint of deciding, hey, what stays in, what comes out of the film, that must be hard for you because you've shot so much tremendous footage.
Yeah.
Deciding what stays in and what comes out must be excruciating.
Well, this film, I have a lot of really great people helping me. So I have a great producer and Kevin Cafferty, another associate producer, Mark LeBeau, and a shout out to my editor, Harry Cawthorne, who's edited all my films.
Awesome.
And, together we're like the odd couple. We just sit in there and yell and eat pistachios and make the movie. With the
music or without?
Without. It is hard. Some of the stuff you want, you really fall in love with, but needs to go on the cutting room floor. But That's no worry, you know.
Also,
Ain't no thing.
You do obviously tremendous work, and you've done that so
thanks.
far, and I'm sure that this film will be just as successful, just as much fun as the others. And who doesn't love a good rock and roll story?
It might be awesomer than anything else that I've done. It could be awesomer.
Where's my dictionary? Interns? Where are the intern? No.
Where are they?
But yeah,
hey
so
now.
I understand, as you usually do, as you've done with your previous films. You brought a clip.
Actually,
we'd love to take a look at a clip.
Actually, I did not bring a clip.
Did not bring a clip.
No, what I did was even better.
What's he gonna do?
I have one of the.
I've heard this is a Walkman.
This is called a Walkman, and on this Walkman are little tiny CDs.
Oh wow!
And yeah, I'm actually just going to listen here to a song.
So in lieu of a
by
clip,
Neutral Nation, I thought maybe the audience would really like to just watch me listen to the movie. Oh man, this is really great, Brendan.
Yeah. You enjoying that? It sounds a lot like Daryl Hall and John Oates, actually.
Oh,
it sounds a little like out of touch.
This is a good part.
Which you clearly are by bringing your iPod instead of a clip, sir. This is a hell of an idea you had, Dave.
Well, all right. Well, this is. I hope that, you know, in lieu of a clip, I hope that really gets people excited about this film.
Great idea. Great idea.
Neutral Nation.
I really enjoyed that, Dave.
Neutral Nation.
Thank you for bringing some pre-planned comedy material with you.
Oh, no problem. I write my own stuff.
Clearly. So again, where can folks learn more about this movie?
NeutralNationMovie.com.
Easy enough. Neutral
Nation on Facebook, or you can look up It's a Bash on Facebook and learn more as well.
And can you become a fan of the film?
Yes, become a fan of.
That's funny because you can also become a fan of Wicked Later.
Yes, I believe that are we fans of each other's things?
I don't think we are, which is what I was driving at. That's what I was sort of trying to get at.
If this Walkman was a phone too, I could do it here. But
imagine such a thing. Do you have a favorite film that you've done now that now that you're amassing quite a resume?
It's my new favorite film. Absolutely, yeah. I'm not just blowing smoke up of our viewers. You know where.
You look like a smoke blower.
I am a smoke. Yeah.
I don't know what
Can I have that keyed underneath my super
smoke blower?
Smoke blower. Yeah, I really think this is my best film yet. It's
very good.
The sheer amount of footage and documentation that this band had from the '80s to today. You can see them go from high school kids skateboarding and coming up with a band name all the way to their West Coast tour and beyond.
Wow, get to see the band go through puberty. Wow, if that doesn't sell tickets, I don't know what
close
will.
Up.
Well, David, April 30th, It's a Bash, the premiere at Lupo's, and we thank you very much for your time and nothing but continued success from us here at Wicked Late to You.
No problem. This is going to be on TV.
It certainly will. Well, I'm not sure about that. We hope. David Bettencourt, everybody. We'll be right back after this.